Welcome to Ridge Life. We are live Thursday from the Ridge. Hope everyone is doing well. We already have several people in the chat here going on. I sure appreciate everybody for showing up. Kevin from Lazy Pond Farm was not first in the chat room, was not first to throw a comment out. Neither was Lauren in. She wasn't either. Some cool dude named Ridge Life. He was the first one to say first, so got him on that one. And then then Linda Wall came in right after Kevin. So I say me and Linda are the winners. That's what I would say. So appreciate everybody from being here. That's good. Appreciate everybody from joining. My phone just popped in on the same chat. It had the reminder set. So hope everyone is doing well. Let's see who else is in here. The La Farm. Good to see you, La Farm. Castle Hives. Now, Castle Hives, the shirt is in honor of His Way Homestead. Now, this shirt says, "Come to the dark side. We have bacon." This is for Commander Bacon, Doug Cave at His Way Homestead. I think my wife posted this picture today. And oh, my goodness. Kevin from Lazy Pond Farm throwing it off with a super chat just because I stuck him with being number 2 on the comment. He said he can't stick around long. Just wanted to say hey to everyone. Good luck this evening, Timbo. Thank you, Kevin. You need to do a live, buddy, so I can hook you up as well, man. It's just this is not reciprocal here, man. You're making this a one-way street. I don't like that. It needs to be a two-way thing, man. So thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you, bud. Hope you have a good night. Castle Hives, yes, Commander Bacon. Hopefully we'll love that. Hopefully he'll show up and get to see because he'll see this. And then all the bacon right here, the bacon. All right. Shanna Craft, good to see you. Good to see you. Washing dishes and listening. I think it good to have you too, by the way. I was rushing home from work, and on the way home from work, the wife contacted me and said, hey, hope you got another way to do a live. The internet's out. Storms, wind blowing through. I got home just in time, not too long ago, to change clothes, clean up a little bit, and the internet came back. So we are live. Now, if I lose you, if the internet does lose you, I have a hotspot on my phone, and I've got a pretty good signal right now. So if I lose you, I'll kick back on the hotspot, and we'll see how that goes. What do you mean Nightbox acting up? Shanna Craft had too many symbols? What? Guys, I went into Nightbot, and I increased the symbols, the emojis, the caps. I increased it to just an exorbitant amount. So hopefully it doesn't cause too many people any problems, because YouTube does not like in their algorithm thing all the emojis and the caps and stuff. I don't know what they do with it, but they don't like it. They don't like to see that. Lauren in, there she is. Just when I came in, Nightbot's already at it. Well, Lauren, because you weren't here, so Nightbot had to take over. That's the way it works. Without Lauren, we got a Nightbot. And Kevin can't stay long either, so got to have Nightbot if I don't have Lauren or a Kevin. So that's how it goes. Good to have you here, Lauren, though. You are a special tonight on the itinerary here. I've got Lauren N's name right there at the top, so that's pretty cool. But we are going to have a special guest this evening. We are having the Max on, and this is to promote tomorrow's video of our RidgeLife Freedom Tour visit of the Max. And it was an amazing, amazing trip. I almost couldn't put it into one video. I almost had to break it into 2 videos. I think their video will be the longest RidgeLife video. I think it's like 20, 26 minutes long. Maybe it's 16, 18, 20. I think it's the longest one I made. And I had to narrow it down. But there's so much cool stuff on the Max farm. You're going to love everything you see. I guarantee it. There was just so many fun things. When I was editing, I was like, oh, I can't cut that out. That's so cool. Oh, the kids were so cute here. I can't cut that out. The farm is amazing. I can't cut that out. So you're going to see a lot of cool stuff tomorrow on the Max video. But the Max are going to be here with us tonight to discuss all that's going on down there and with the farm since we left, and some of the things you're going to see. So you're going to see the Mack family here shortly. We'll bring them on. Let's see. Fireball Fred, what's up, buddy? What's up? Lauren says the sheep really kicked her butt today. After watching you work all those sheep, you have a lot of sheep. Now, like Kevin from Lazy Pond Farm has a few sheep. The Macks have a few sheep. I think, Lauren, you've got what, 80, 90, 100 head of sheep, something like that. It's crazy how many sheep you have. That's not including all the other animals you've got. It's just amazing to watch you work your farm there, Lauren. So it's pretty cool. And I'm so glad you're getting in front of the camera more, because we really appreciate the talent and effort you have at farming. And we're learning so much from you, and you getting in front of the camera really helps us connect to you as well. Chad Corgill, what's up, buddy? Chad, you got our shirts. Awesome. Well, and you appreciate you, buddy. The hospitality, you were really, in talking to you and Matt, were one of the ones helped me plan this trip. I had so many people in Oklahoma to see. So, and of course, Chad hooked us up, and Whitney hooked us up with seeing Jason Crocker. So, and I don't know if y'all saw today on Coffee with the Crockers, Jason wore the shirt also. Isn't that crazy? It was really nice of him to wear, the Ridge Life shirt on his live this morning. I got to say hi to him and thank him for that. And so you're welcome for your shirt there too, Chad and Whitney. And thank you for the hospitality you showed on our trip. It was just truly a blessing. This trip was for me and Starla. Let's see. What did Lauren say? 80-pound lamb jumped off my leg and in midair kicked me in the teeth. Oh, now you better have gotten that on video, Lauren, because if you didn't get it on video, it didn't happen. That's the way things work in the YouTube realm. If you're a creator and you're saying you got kicked in the teeth by an 80-pound lamb, you didn't video it, it didn't happen. So, oh my goodness. PA Swarm King, hey, first time here. My name is Bruce, and I'm a swarmaholic. Well, that's cool. You are in the presence of a lot of beekeepers here on the Ridge Life Lives. We've got Baddest Bees in here now, Castle Hives, great beekeeper friends, and of course Chad L comes in from 5L4H Ranch. And we have Backyard Bees NC. Those are just some of the great beekeeping friends. I have a few hives here. I'm thinking I'm in my third summer with beekeeping. I'm having a terrible summer on beekeeping too. We'll talk about that maybe a little bit later. But just make sure I welcome everybody here. But really good to have you there, Bruce. Nice to have you new to the channel. Crazy Shepherd, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Y'all know Crazy Shepherd has a Crazy Shepherd YouTube channel. Films their dog, who's a shepherd, by the way, and just really, really cool things. Like one video I watched, a Crazy Shepherd, they had a big refrigerator box and putting the shepherd in the box, watching him trying to get out and everything. It was hilarious. It was good stuff. PA Swarm King knows all those dudes. Yes, crazy dudes, exactly what they are. They're all awesome. That's for sure. Well, guys, I want to talk about a celebration. I think we hit 350 uploads on Ridge Life. Now that's 350 uploads basically since Christmas of last year. That's what December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and so 8 months, 9 months, 350 uploads. And I've said I would do a video a day until I got to 100 subscribers, and then I said that at 150, and then 500, and then 1,000. So right now we're still averaging over a video a day with these lives, definitely over a video a day. I don't know how long I can keep that pace up, but it's pretty cool. 350 uploads. It's fun. I'm having fun doing all this. As long as it's fun, I'll keep doing it. And that's and the feedback I get from you all just, is really awesome. You guys are just so cool. Little Mountain Life, Upload King. I don't know about an Upload King, but talking to some of the larger channels, that worked hard and made it to, 10, 20, 30,000 subscribers, the effort in putting out those videos, they said was really valuable. They learned a lot quickly and learn from their mistakes, and they got feedback, from their friends and subscribers and friends and viewers, because you're putting out that much material. People can stay connected with you, and then they can tell you what they like and what they don't like. You can watch the views. Hey, the beekeeping stuff does really well. The trapping stuff does really well. Sometimes the hunting stuff, the gardening, the rabbits, the barn repairs, vehicle repairs, just some things do well. Now, I just put it all out because that's what Ridge Life is our life here on the Ridge. So whether it's fishing in the Ridge Pond, or clearing a field for hair sheep, or building a log home for, Grandma Carol in the back. That's just all part of what we do here on the Ridge. JUFM, good to see you. Baddest Bees, that was your problem. You had a plan. Plans don't always work out, do they? Eagle Ridge, Chris, how you doing, man? Bob's Adventures in the house. Now he's changed his name, guys. He's not Bob's Adventures anymore. He's got the whole scooter thing going on. He's going to do he's doing the lives. He's doing tons of interviews and lives. He's amazing that way. So that's right. Bob's Adventures on Wheels. That's his new name. And it's awesome. Awesome channel. Guys, I do want to take time to, that we need to pray for our friends and families down in the South. I was really concerned with the Macs, being there so close in South Mississippi near Louisiana, with in Texas, with all that stuff coming up through there. But the Macs are fine. They're here tonight, and I've connected with KBL Texas Homestead. Carla Hadley from Living a Rogue Life. Her and Dave Close from Close Pits. Broussard's. Brett was he was on duty, fire department, and making preparations. And of course, they got locked in once the wind speeds get above 40 mile an hour. They're locked in. They can't do a fire response. But once that tapered out, they got to get out and see the damage and stuff. So Brett said that they were lucky. This Broussard's homestead down there in Louisiana. They were lucky, luckier than many. So many were going through some really tough times. So I want to keep all those people in your prayers in that Beaumont, Lafayette region, Louisiana there. Just pray for them. And it's not over yet. Those storms are coming north. Right now our trees are bending over out there, and we lost internet earlier, and storms are coming through. I'm in the Memphis area. For those that are new to Ridge Life, I'm in the Memphis, Tennessee area. So it's coming up, that Arkansas path there going towards southeast Missouri, and we're just east of it. Like the Macs we're just east of it. So please continue to pray for all the people that are affected by the storms. Just because the storm goes through and your house don't get blown away doesn't mean you're you're out of the woods, because the storm surge, the water, the runoff, all those things can affect you later on. So and power being out for a length of time, your refrigerators, your freezers go hot, and you lose all those stores. Can't get, the roads are flooded, you can't get to the stores. So just be in prayer for those people, please. A lot of people are suffering down south. Now, a lot of people are suffering up north as well. Across the whole country with these shootings, riots, protests. And I don't try to get political at all on Ridge Life. You know who I am. I like guns, and I like hunting, and I like country life. But I try to stay away from the politics stuff. But when people are getting hurt, people are getting shot, people are losing their property, things are being burned down, people are losing their lives, justice, injustice. It does call for prayer regardless of politics. So please be in prayer for our nation, our leaders, the people, the police officers, first responders. Please be in prayer, regardless of what side you are on the topics and the discussions. And we can all come together in prayer for our country, for our people, because we all are Americans, and we need to support the thing that makes America great. And whether you don't like that term, whatever, it was not a political term in the past. And I believe we are a great country. We're the greatest nation the world has ever seen. I know the Romans did their thing, but they passed away. And I don't want America to be like Rome, a pagan country, a nation that falls by its own means. So please continue to pray for America. Pray for all the people, that the violence stops, the destruction stops, and just the injustice stops. I mean, I want it all to stop. I don't want just one side to stop or not. So that's enough of that. Please be in prayer. We're gonna bring the Macs on here in just a second. They're standing by. I see them down there. Everything's good. Thumbs up. Big smiles. There they go. We'll bring them on here in just a second. But I do want to mention this is our Thursday Night Live, and I usually call out a featured channel. And you guys are going to be amazed that who's who is a featured channel tonight, because you would think that they've already been a featured channel on RidgeLife. Now, if you don't know what a featured channel is, if you go to RidgeLife channel on YouTube and you look down on the right side of your screen, I believe that's the right side of your screen, you'll see a list, and it's called featured channels. And if you go to my channels tab, you're going to see where all of them are listed. You can click on featured channels and see all of them. And I got a lot of featured channels, but on the main page is a list, and the last ones I've added are first. And the one I added this week is Lauren N. Lauren N was not a featured channel on RidgeLife. Now, she has been a huge part of RidgeLife for a long time now, months. And a great moderator, great person, great friend, very good friend, very helpful. But she was putting out earlier, little snippets, good videos of of her farm animals and all that. But she has recently taken off with her YouTube efforts. She made the video in fast motion of the shearing the sheep, or the trimming the sheep's hooves and everything, putting them through the stalls and getting them in and out. That was really cool. We got to see Lauren. But one of her most recent videos is how to butcher and process a meat rabbit. And she didn't show her face, but she did show us the process. And she did an amazing job. If you haven't seen it, go check out Lauren N. She's got and if you're squeamish about processing animals and stuff, that's not for you. That's not her whole channel. Beautiful animals, cute animals, great farming, her stuff. But she did great video, and so now I've added her because she's adding these type of videos to my featured channel list, and you'll see her right at the top, Lauren N. So tonight, go click on that, click on her link, and add her channel. Watch some videos. Tell her RidgeLife sent you. I sure appreciate that. She's awesome. Fireball Fred says, my phone died out here. I ain't done being, I just lost it. You ain't done being annoying. I see that, and that video was awesome, Sasha. It was an awesome video. Norseman Honey. Been pondering a name for a while and settled on this. Cool, Norseman Honey. Well, Norseman, I just started getting into the TV series Vikings. It was on the History Channel, and now I watch it on Prime. And the Vikings has got me hooked, Ragnar Lothbrok and all this. So Norseman Honey, I like that name. That's pretty awesome. Good job there. Homesteading, grading, business, and life. Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, all right, guys, we are going to bring on our good friends, the Macs, to have a discussion with them. They got so many things going on. I don't want to keep them waiting. We're 7:17. We'll bring them on here in just a second. I want you all to give a warm welcome, please, to our good friends, the Macs. Oops, sorry about that. Hey.
Hey.
You need to get a little closer.
Let's see.
There we go.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
How y'all doing?
Good, man. We're doing really good. How are you doing?
Good now that I got internet. That was a scary thing when you do YouTube and you do lives. You guys know it. And I get a text or whatever on my car when I'm coming home, and the wife says, no internet. I was like, oh, good. I'm going to pull in the house, get ready for live, and not have any internet. But it worked out, so we're good. Y'all getting some pretty high winds down there, or is it pretty much?
Ours was bad earlier. It's kind of slowed down a little bit now. So,
It's been pretty windy, but it hasn't been strong enough winds to take down any trees or anything. So
Yeah.
we've been very thankful for that.
That's good. I was worried about y'all when I saw it coming in. Those two storms there, and I was like, oh, one of those is going to hit. But luckily for you all, it went just to the west. I'm getting some feedback from something. Is that y'all have two devices going with audio, or?
we don't. We're good.
Okay.
You're good on my part.
Okay, let me. I may have something else. Oh, let me close that. That's weird. I don't know. Sorry about that. I'm getting some feedback, but it must be on my end. So yeah, the Broussards. Have you talked to Brett? Have you seen his?
We saw some images he put on Facebook about some of the crazy storms they were having at the fire department. So, hey, we had some friends in that area too, and so they said it got pretty intense down there.
Yeah, that's it. If you ever had to live through a hurricane, I was in Florida one time back. This is going to date me. When Aaron came through, I was in Florida, and I was in the military. And of course, in the military, you go to work regardless of the weather. So I jumped in my truck and I drove into the base and went through the gate and I went up to the duty station and they said, go home. The weather's too bad for you to be here. So I actually, trees were falling down. We had 8, but in the military, you got to go to work, But they sent me home. I had to drive all the way back through it. So hurricanes are terrible.
Yeah, we lived through. We went through Katrina. That was probably the biggest one we went through. So.
Katrina was terrible in our area back in 2005.
Because it went inland big time, didn't it?
Yeah. It did. Well, we had so many spin-off tornadoes and from that, and in our area, it caused major damage, power outages for some several days, and for some a few weeks.
Man, now we kind of just jumped into talking to you here. Some of my viewers may not know the Max. Can you just give us a little background about who you are and what you guys do?
We are the Max, as you said. We live in South Mississippi. We have 5 children and 1 on the way. So I know, thank you. We live on a 36-acre farm. We farm about 12 to 15 acres of that farm. The rest is lake and some pine thickets, which we are dropping some of those. But we raise beef cattle, dairy cattle. Bees. Laying chickens, meat chickens, turkeys, ducks, sheep, pigs, hogs, just about everything you can raise, we raise. So,
right.
And we homeschool our kids.
And homeschool your kids, and have pets, have birds, right? You said the birds. You got the chickens, and you don't have quail though, do you?
We don't have quail.
We have turkey, ducks. We have our laying birds, and then we have our meat birds. And then we just bought some more ducks than we have, right, which we're going to raise those up. Those will actually be dual purpose birds. They'll be layers, and we will use those eggs to incubate for the purpose of sustainability and having meat birds from them.
Well, we saw over 15 channels on our trip. Not all of them were homesteaders. We had some diversity. But I have to say that your all's farm homestead was the most thought out and impassioned system I've seen. I mean, the how you guys have everything laid out. You have a vision. You have a vision of what you want it to look like, and then the process the way in which you do it is very methodical, and you've got standards. You don't like the non-GMO, all those things. Tell us about your approach to farming or homesteading.
Ours was more on sustainability and stewardship, and through that having the satisfaction of it. So we work really hard, and we're fully organic. All our animals are on organic feed. We have our gardens are organic. Everything's no-till. So we've really pressed to have a real strong permaculture design. So in our zone 1s, we have our eggs and our small cottage gardens. In zone 2, we have our big gardens, and we start getting into our animals. And then our dairy barns, our cows are all in zone 3, zone 4. So we really have thought out what makes this best for us and how it works. Because, I work a full-time job. Misty with our children, homeschooling, it's a big deal. So we really start from daylight to dusk, really farming. So we need it to make sense for us, I guess, for sure. So that's what we really did. We really try to think it out clearly.
Now, again, I had to cut out so much of the tour you gave us because, again, it would have been a 3 hour, and I wasn't there 3 hour. I don't know for how long we were there, but just the content was so great and so awesome. But I did leave. Hopefully you guys are going to be proud of what you'll see tomorrow. But some of the things, I had to take some things out. But watching y'all talk about, what you see in your orchard. You've got a 1 or 2 year orchard going there, and you're talking about what 4 or 5 years looks like. I just love that how you have the vision when you look across your property, like the changes you just did recently in your videos about clearing the pines. When I was down there, you talked about moving the pigs and then getting the pines cleared, and here we are, just a month or so later, and these visions are coming to fruition. How daunting is that task to, you know, see that vision and then work at it all the time? Well, how's that? How do you accomplish that?
Just day by day. Really, it's just a day by day process. I mean, there are always things I think that we want to improve and we want to do to make better. And it's not something that happens overnight. We were actually sharing on our live last night we were talking about prepping and being prepared for certain things, and it's not ever, I think, something that you can do overnight. It's planning, but it's a process as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, we've all had mistakes, failures, or, at least, learning events. In the time you guys been doing what you're doing, all I've seen is successes. What are some of the learning moments? I see her eyes roll. What are some of the learning moments y'all have had that you like to share with us?
I would say gardening has been the biggest thing. Our conventional way of gardening was we did like everybody else did. You let this be a grassy knoll, and all of a sudden you till it up and you plant and you put a lot of fertilization on it and all this stuff. And ultimately you get a great harvest, but you're not getting any really better quality food than what you're buying in the store. So to me, the way we've really learned was not just the fact that we didn't have success, but what is our idea of success? So we started looking into the organics, non-GMO, and then we failed terribly at gardening for a few years because we were trying to learn this whole system of really letting the garden take care of itself and making sure it has good base and good soils
and the ground to heal and things like that. So that's when we learn things like use your animals and let them work for you. Put your chickens and let them scratch the grass, eat the bugs, fertilize it for you. Put the pigs over there, let them till it for you and fertilize it for you. So we learn things like that over time that has been very beneficial for us.
And our gardens are better than it's ever been.
Best year we've ever had.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all noticed the thumbnail for tonight's video was the flower in your garden.
Yeah.
I loved how y'all put some flowers. Your pollinators be attracted to the flowers, and it just really, I just loved looking at your gardens, not only because of the what's growing in them, just the aesthetics of them. You've got flowers mixed in with okra and and tomatoes with and asparagus. The how many years it takes to grow asparagus. Really thought out. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. And for us, the bees are a big part of our farm. So we have about 15 hives. So those hives, we really want to not only, again, we don't do any artificial in feeding them. We don't do sugar water. So we really have to make sure they have a lot of food too. So along with growing so much food for us, we want to make sure that we're providing a lot for our bees as well. So it's pretty, it's aesthetic, but it also has a second value of making sure our bees are taken care of as well.
So I didn't know you don't do sugar water. So do you just do a one harvest and give them all the fall, or do you still take off twice a year?
It depends. That's right. Like for instance, we had a very successful spring. I heard some of you talking a while ago that some people struggled the summer. We actually had a absolutely wonderful spring and summer. We harvested about 25 gallons or so. So it's a great harvest for us. That's probably our biggest harvest compared to just doing a double harvest. So fall we may not take, but to be honest with you, we probably left another 5 to 7 gallons across our hives just to be conservative. So we're very conservative on our bees. We used to sell a lot of honey. Now we try to conserve as much so that way we have a lot for our elderberry syrup and our family because it's our main sugar. But also it allows us to know that we don't have to, like during dearth and during all that, we may lose a swarm here and there like you all beekeepers do, but they pretty much stay healthy because we have so much honey that's kind of built up in reserve for them.
Yeah, and here's the funny. Colby's the one that always gets stung by our bees. So I happened to go outside today and I accidentally stepped on one, and now my foot's all swollen.
She's got a problem over here.
Welcome to the world.
It's funny.
I had to apologize to him. I have been stung before, but they've never really bothered me. I've never had any swelling or anything. Well, this one got me good. So welcome to the beekeeping world. It broke me, and I said, look, we'll have to apologize to you for all the times that I was laughing at you because I'm hobbling on my foot now.
She can't even walk, man. Can't even walk.
Now, when we were down there, you had just your calf. You were putting your calf on a new mama because why, and how is that calf doing?
Well, Father's Day, at another location, we have the majority of our beef herd. There was a mama that would not take her baby, and by the time we found the calf was almost dead. So we decided to load her up in the back of our SUV. We brought her home with us, and because we have 2 dairy cows, we know both of their nature. And Allie, the one that's a little bit more stubborn, she seemed interested in her at first, but she's not the one that took her. The one that we had a very good feeling about that would take her, because she's natured so calm, and she's very good spirited. So she took the baby. Now we had to force feed the calf by bottle for about a week. And then she was finally strong enough to get out in the field, chase after the mama cows. And she knew right where to go. She knew right where that milk was. And she took right to her. And Elsa, she follows Elsa around like Elsa's her real mama, and Elsa doesn't mind at all. And so she is doing great. She's still running around. She can be a little bit of a pain in the rear. And she is fast, and she has gotten out a few times of our fencing. One time the gate didn't get locked, and so but she is fast. We've had to chase her back in. That was not a very fun morning, was it?
No.
And so she is doing very well, to say the least. But she will stay here for another month, month and a half, and then we will wean her off and take her back to the farm, the secondary farm where she came from.
Now, just recently, you took a steer to slaughter. And I watched that video, and I was amazed by it. Tell us a little bit about that process and how you think it went as far as the bang for the buck.
For us, we've got vegetable sustainability. We had a pretty good one-sided meat sustainability with our chickens and with wild game, but the beef was really a big part of it. Pork was a big part of it. So when we got our beef steer, we bought this steer that we actually processed.
He was a purchase. Our next one will not be.
That's right. So we had, at the time, we had 4 bred mama cows, 2 beef and 2 dairy, and we were hoping to drop a steer out of all of them. Well, we only dropped 1, but we were hoping to drop more than that. So we picked this steer up. It was a herd sellout for a family. And it was a great little steer. So we said, you know what, we're gonna pick this up. So we bought the steer. We actually paid $350 for the steer, which was a little high. But at that time, now it's actually cheap during this COVID season that we're in. But that was high during that time, probably about $100 more. But it was a good beef breed on the cow. So we bought the calf, the calf, and then we brought him here. Our farm is grass fed. So we don't feed any of our cows any kind of supplemental feed other than our jerseys get what they call a non-GMO jersey pellet, which now they've moved to completely alfalfa. So our steer was taking that same kind of role. He was eating just basically alfalfa, natural grasses, and unfertilized hay. So we let it get to about 500 pounds. Normally, you could let it get up bigger than that, especially if you're going to split with individuals. 900 to 1,000, pounds is common. For us, we did not have the freezer room. If you watch any of our videos, we have 6 freezers already, and we needed to fill that one up. But basically, that's all we needed. So we needed about 250 pounds. And so we did basically at the very end of his life, where most people go to a heavy grain, GMO grain, what they call creep, or just a sweet feed. We started putting him on heavy alfalfa and then a non-GMO all-stock feed that was just basically an organic feed. So he lived the rest of his days very pleased, very happy, but on grass the whole time. So we were real pleased with that. And he came back at a great price. Basically, we have organic grass-fed beef or non-GMO grass-fed beef for, pennies on the dollar compared to what most places do.
Even purchasing the steer,
That's
which like we mentioned earlier, the next one that goes off, he was born on the farm, raised on the farm, so that makes even more of a huge amount of savings for our family, which is just a great thing.
I mean, we were
quality meat.
We ate a ribeye and we 2 ribeyes the other day and some burgers, and we paid $3 a pound for ribeyes.
That's pretty amazing.
That is.
Now, when you went to get them, get that steer slaughtered, you had to go. Well, because the slaughterhouses were closed down because of so many people with COVID. It wasn't that there was a lack of beef, right, out on the market. It was the lack of ability to process and get it to the stores, right? So when you went to get yours, you had an appointment, and then maybe the appointment got moved, and then how did all that? What all happened there?
We had because we knew everything was going to take place with just the busyness of slaughterhouses around our time for deer season. Before COVID, we booked 3 steer, which was going to be our 2 steer and a steer of my dad's for the year end. I mean, that was kind of how we set it up. And then also when all this stuff started happening in our world, we realized these slaughterhouses were filling up, and we were preparing to have 3 at the year end, and we were thinking, well, we may need to get ours in a little quicker. Well, there was no appointments available. We were set for December, and that was needing to be brought up a little bit. So the slaughterhouse is very good in our area. It's about 45 minutes away from us, but it's a very well-known slaughterhouse. He had a tragedy in his family, and during that time, they closed for about a week. Well, somehow in our area, it was a miscommunication where people thought they were closing for good. So a lot of people started dropping their orders. Well, all of a sudden, man, we kept ours there, and he opened back up, and he called and said, if you can be here in 2 weeks, you can process. And man, that was wonderful for us. So we still have our appointment for our other 2 at year end, but we were able to get our steer processed quickly. And so that's why he's a lot smaller than what most of the time he probably would have been. But to be honest with you, we couldn't have fit in.
We couldn't have
done any other thing.
Housed any more meat than what we had it falling out of the refrigerator.
You still got the orange strap on the one freezer?
Yeah, we still have it literally hanging on top. And what's even crazier is we have 3 pigs and 35 more meat birds sitting out in the yard, and the pigs are ready. The meat birds are close, but we're waiting on our 7th freezer that will be here hopefully this next week, and they'll be going to slaughter as well.
Two week and a half. Week and a half.
Now, you guys have, we're from Tennessee, up here at RidgeLife. Now, you guys got some property in Tennessee. Are you ever going to do a video there at that property?
We talked about it. We've done some interactions there. We did some interactions this last year there.
We went in June, and we have some footage from being there and in the creeks and stuff. That was a lot of fun. So we do have some footage there at our cabin, and kind of we were goofing off. That was kind of some of our family time, I guess you could say.
But we hadn't really done a video based on it. We talked about it, and to be honest with you, we just hadn't got to it. We actually got the video footage, and we just hadn't actually done it.
We spend either our time working or our time playing, and really not much in between.
What's cool is we've built friendships, with a lot of people on YouTube and these homestead events and things. So we've got some dear friends going up there this weekend, and it's good to be able to utilize and allow friends to rent it for a great price, and just have a good time up there.
That's awesome, because we know you guys have so much free time. You guys go on vacation about every month, right?
Right. Nobody wants to milk in our area, so
when you can't find a milker, you don't go anywhere.
But I believe there's more than just me that how rare you guys get to go away from your farm. If you do, there's a lot of people would love to see even just a few minutes of that footage. Throw it in. I would really like to see, like you said, a lot of those little things that the max free time. I know you have like 2 minutes of it, but
yeah, man, we don't have a lot of free time. It's crazy. We were just talking about our two mama cows. Our dairy cows will freshen up kind of year end. So that's when we're having our baby this year. So we won't be able to really go anywhere probably.
Before we found out that we were expecting, we were discussing some trips because that's also our anniversary time. Then we found out that we were going to have a baby. So we thought, well, that's not going to work. Nope. So we can't go anywhere when I'm so close to delivery date. So
we try to pile everything we want to do in those 2 months, because other than that, it's hard to find anybody to come in and milk for for a few days. So every once in a while.
We've talked about farming, homesteading, family. What got you to YouTube? Why do you do the YouTube thing?
I would say we have always done a form of homesteading or farming. It's just kind of grown over the last probably 10 years, but definitely the last 5 to 6 years. But we're dear friends with the Alderman Farms. They're a YouTube channel, and somebody's been doing it for a long time, and they're just down the road from us. So just out of the blue one day, we always talk, and they're like, y'all need to start a channel, and so on and so forth. And you're getting your new dairy cow. Why don't you start it then? That's a great time to start. So we really we were able to kind of start based on that. We went with them to Deep South Homestead and got to meet the VW and the Pratts. And actually the Pratts came back and toured our farm during that time. So that's really what kind of kicked us off was Deep South last year. Was it last year? 2019?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was last year. So that's really what kind of kicked us off. And from there, we just enjoy it. I mean, for us, it's kind of like you were saying earlier, we're already farming. We're already doing all the things. All we're doing is just putting a video with it,
Yeah.
So it doesn't take away from our life. It's real life for us.
And what I have loved that over time, what we have seen is even before we started putting our videos out, we would have so many people just in town, our local town, and would say, hey, I heard y'all are doing this. We're thinking about doing this. What do you think about it? Or, I mean, we got into bees several years ago, and we would have people ask us different questions or our thoughts on this or that. So to be able to show what we do, how we do it, and let people see that and either learn from us or tell us what we're doing wrong. Hey, you're doing that. You're not doing that right. You could do doing it this way and it'd be better. So the community that we have been able to build over time too has been amazing because like I said, we've been able to show people what we do and how we do it and why we do it, but have also been able to grow and be better from some of the relationships that we've built. So we've seen that through this YouTube thing too.
I think that, I've been following your channel for a long time now, and our subscriber counts have gone back and forth. We're running with each other. I think both of us are, catching up on 3,000. But the one thing that I've found is, my wife Starla and I, we don't get out much. We don't go socialize. We don't do a lot of things. And what we found here is most of my moderators I've never met before in person. The moderators are in the live tonight. I don't know that I've ever met a single one of them in person, but yet, we stay pretty connected with our discussions offline and texts and messages. I've really grown in my friendships, not even having to leave my farm. How has the YouTube community been for you all? I know you mentioned a little bit a minute ago, but as far as the people you've never met, how is that for you?
Well, we actually have done a lot of conferences over the past few years. Now, we have 3 major moderators that typically are moderators for us when we go live, and we've met all of our moderators. We've enjoyed HOA, we've done Deep South, we've done the Harvest Celebration that the Stivers put on. I know I'm missing some. The Hootenanny in Michigan. So we've been able to, we have been able to, either when our cows are not milking or we do have a farm sitter, we've been able to go out, and that has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun to meet people and talk to people. Kind of like what I was mentioning earlier, we may do something one way in the South, but it might not work for people in Michigan. And the way they do it, do some things might not work for us down here in the South. And
what's been neat for me is to bounce ideas off other people that may have the same style of farming that we had. So I had a problem with a cattle chute not too long ago, and just because I have a YouTube relationship with somebody, I was able to pick my phone up, message him, and say, hey, you know what? Hey, can you help me do this? I need to make sure I understand what you're doing here because mine's not working out like yours. Or I had a guy bounce over to me and say, hey, I see that you're dairy milking. What are you feeding your cow? So it helps us bounce those ideas off each other. So
I know PA Swarm King is referring to me because I'm so country.
I saw that pop up there, and I had to share that because that's pretty awesome.
I think we get that more than anything because a lot of our lives are watched by a lot of our Michigan and Wisconsin and Canadian friends.
Yeah.
So they laughed the whole time. I think they just had fun listening.
Yeah, they probably
Hear less about the content.
making fun of my country accent than anything.
Well, it's awesome. It really is. Now, we had tickets to go to our first conference, which was the Spring Shindig with Roots and Refuge. And of course, you know what happened is. So we're really looking forward to getting out and meeting some more of these people, seeing you all. So I just hope that this new norm doesn't become the new norm. That we can call this the past at some point. Get back to loving our neighbor face to face. It just seems a hindrance on the Great Commission with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That we still need to pray for everyone. We still need to help the needy. It's just we can't get too inward and think about ourselves completely in the situation. How are y'all approaching the pandemic, and then your drive to witness?
Well, I think for our family, it has been, we've learned not to live in fear. So, I mean, I know that we know there are lots of different things that can cause you harm and that can cause you death. Riding in a car is one of those things. We don't fear getting in the car and driving down the road, although we know that it could cause us death. So we've just that's kind of, I would say, has been our outlook on this whole thing. When it first came out, of course, we were very cautious, like everybody was, because we were, listening to what we were being told. So, but I think as things have rolled out and numbers and, things have rolled out, we've just kind of learned that we're not going to live in fear. And that's been I think our biggest thing.
And when you talk about our kids and talk about our everyday life, it really hasn't changed much for us because I hate to say it, we're kind of introverted anyway. We've missed some homeschooling things or some things like HOA and some of the conferences like the Shindig. We had some speaking arrangements for us personally this year that those all got canceled. But as in for us personally, nothing's really changed other than just being able to spend a little bit more time together.
Yeah, thankfully we have a church that has kind of embraced we're not going to cancel church for this. Yeah. You hear a lot of people say, well, our God is bigger than a virus. And then you have some people say, yeah, but you can still die from it. God gives you smart, so it's like this battle back and forth. But thankfully our church has kind of been the same outlook as our family too. Yeah. Hey, if you want to come and you want to wear a mask and, sit in the corner, hey, we are totally fine with that, but we're not going to close our doors because this is when the world needs us. And so really, like Colby said, not a lot has changed for us.
Mm-hmm. Well, I kind of wanted to end on that positive note. Just the love you all share. You can tell in your videos and how we get to see your passion for your farm and your family and your community. I really appreciate you coming on here tonight. I appreciate you letting Carl and I come visit. We just had a blast. When we called around asking channels could we visit during the pandemic. And having great people like you saying, come on down. I really appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of our heart.
We had a blast. We enjoyed it.
And we got our shirts. Thank you so much for these shirts.
Yes.
Oh, you're welcome.
Very much, awesome. Man. Very much.
You're welcome.
Actually, I think my wife's going to have to take them both because I might be bigger than what I thought on this shirt. So.
Well, and I'm bigger than what I thought. So the medium is going to work just good for me.
I didn't want to try to fit myself in it, so I think we'll be okay. Thank you so much. Aiden's already claimed the small. He's like, I'm taking it. It's mine.
All right.
Yeah, he picked it up and he was like, "Ooh, I really like this." And I was like, "Well, if he takes the small, I'm taking your medium then."
And I got the apostrophe on the Max. I almost didn't get the apostrophe in there. I had one that I had to actually call the printer. It was the Corgills because I messed up the Corgills. I left an L out, and I got it fixed before it went to print. But when you're doing something like that, it's like.
Well, we don't really sweat it. We had a lady tell us one time, she was a grammar teacher, and she was like, the apostrophe is not supposed to be on there when it's just the Max, but it
our name
actually is the Max Happy Homestead, and since we are actually owners of the homestead, the apostrophe does go there. But anyway, we don't sweat that kind of stuff. It's not a big deal to us.
Well, thank you all. Is there anything you'd like to say to the people in the chat before you leave?
Well, we hadn't got to really focus on the chat. So, guys, thank y'all so much for coming and listening to us. We hope that you've enjoyed. We've enjoyed watching Ridge Life. I'm enjoying the cabin build. I really am. I'm glad to see that coming along. I think that's cool. I was going to reach out to you and find out once this is all done. I need to get some information on this. So I like that. I like how it's all coming together. So,
Will do. Thank you all so much. So we'll be watching the Max. Everybody go check out the Max, MAC''S, the MAC''S. Go check out their channel. I believe my moderator has been putting the links in here. I put the link to your channel in the description of the video. So on the replay, everybody can go click on that as well. So again, I know y'all have a busy night. Every night's busy at the Mac household. So thank you all so much. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. I love the Macs. They're just so genuine. They're exactly like they are in the videos. And they are so knowledgeable with what they do on their farm. I have so much to learn from them, and I appreciate them from coming in. I appreciate it. If one of my moderators can post the link in the chat, I'd sure appreciate it. If not, anybody can go in the description for this live, and the link's in there. So I do appreciate it. And man, you guys I've seen the comments that some been going through here. I see Fireball Fred's been playing with Nightbot. I see how that goes. Walker Farm fam, thanks for coming in. A lot of people came in while we were talking. Stidham Family Gospel, good to see you. Good to see you. We aren't done with the live tonight, guys. We still have a lot more to discuss. I just appreciate the Max for coming in. So right now, I'd like to take the time to do some shout outs. This is our time for our super chat shout outs. You saw Kevin from Lazy Pond Farm do a $5 super chat earlier. Said he couldn't stay the entire evening. Go check out Kevin from Lazy Pond Farm. Great guy, love him to death. Great moderator. He helps out a lot with Lauren and my other moderators. So, but tonight we're talking about the La Farm. On a previous live, they were a super chat supporter of Ridge Life. So thank you all so much. The La Farm's got some really cool things going on. Y'all need to go check them out. I've been watching them a lot more recently. They got some cool challenges going on. You're going to like what you see there. It's a great channel, the La Farm. Please go check them out. Another new supporter for Ridge Life is Commander Vlogs. He's got a grow channel, and it's not homesteading, it's not in the genre, but he's got a grow channel. He's just a fun guy to watch. So he's been supporting Ridge Life with the super chats also. So thank you, Commander Vlogs. Rustic Woodworking Family. Now, amazing channel, amazing family, amazing man. He's a first responder. Thank you for your service, police officer. Taking care of his community. So thank you, Rustic Woodworking Family. Great woodworking. Some of the plaques and things, the flags that they make, just amazing. You got to go check out Rustic Woodwork and Family. They are super chat supporters here on Ridge Life. So go check them out. Let's see. What else we got going on here? Lauren's want to know if she scared Fred away. I don't know. Hey, Lauren, can you put the Max link in there for me if you have a second, Lauren? I don't know if it came up. So, and then the La Farm's talking about the meatloaf wars. That's the collaboration they got going on. You need to go make your best meatloaf, whether it's a possum, skunk, whatever meatloaf you want to make it up, make a video for it. He's got special rules, really easy rules. And join the meatloaf wars. You're gonna have some fun. Let's see here. Just some regular super chats. I got some channels that I really want to just talk about. Ace of Space Astrophotography on the Tuesday night. Watch and Grow Ridge Life Live. New live we've been trying out on Tuesdays, where we play your videos on StreamYard and we talk as we watch it. We watched Ace of Space, Jupiter and Saturn. I think it was Jupiter and Saturn video he does with astrophotography, and the video he gets of these stellar bodies is just amazing. And that's Ace of Space Astrophotography. Unpaved Explorer, he's in here tonight. Unpaved Explorer does some cool hiking, gets out and on the off track, gets out there and does some really cool videos on hiking. So go check out the Unpaved Explorer. And then one of my best and oldest friends on YouTube, Dancing Critter Acres. Dean, I grew up with Dean in Southeast Missouri. And I wasn't doing YouTube, found out he was on YouTube. He's got an awesome goat farm. And he kind of got me spurred on. You know, my son said, Dad, you need to, you know, put some of your videos on YouTube. And that's kind of what got that end of it. But watching Dean, and Dean gave me so many helps once I started to get going. I love Dean from Dancing Critter Acres. I love his personality, his genuineness, and the way he ends his videos. I go check out Dean from Dancing Critters Acres. Dancing Critters Acres. You're going to enjoy it. Unpaid Explorer says, hello, RidgeLife. I want to thank you for everything you do for us and YouTube community. Well, thank you. I couldn't do any of it without you guys. So I just like talking about the people I watch. I mean, that's really what I do is I watch your videos and I talk about the cool things I see, and other people get to hear about it, and they go watch your videos. So I just talk about what I see, and I love watching your all stuff. We do have a Ridge call tonight, guys. We do have a Ridge call. I had to get some a little bit of zero there. I got a Ridge call, and this is I was told this was coming, had no idea. Let me see what we got. Oh, I got it blocked out there. JFM says, back when I was a kid on the farm, the big challenge was when our Angus bull went through the fence to get the neighbor's heifers. Then again, my dad is a hot-tempered redhead, no contest. Gidget's Triple G Life. Hey, Gidget's Triple G Life. Good evening, Ridge. Just making the rounds and dropping the thumbs up. Hope y'all are having a blessed day. Well, Gidget's Triple G Life, we're going to be doing a $10 Amazon card giveaway here in just a second, and you may have a chance to win. So if you stick around a second, you may win a $10 Amazon gift card. So there's 17 people still in here, so we'll be giving away an Amazon gift card here shortly. But first, we're going to do a Ridge call. I got a package, and was notified that we may be getting something. That we would be getting something, and it came today just in time for the live tonight. And this is a plastic case. It's a translucent. You can see through it. I see newspaper in there. I don't know what's in it, but this is from Sandy from Suburban Homesteader WY. Suburban Homesteader WY. Awesome channel, you guys. She's huge on YouTube now. She was nominated by YouTube as a rising star, an up and comer on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. I mean, YouTube, you know, YouTube realm. And she's tens of thousands of subscribers and just an awesome lady, Sandy, keeping in touch with small channels like us. And she's in our lives usually. I didn't see her here tonight, but she sent this to me, and she sent a couple to other friends of mine. And I'm going to open it and see what's inside. I have no idea. It's a plastic case, so I love the case. I'm definitely going to be using the case again. But let's see here. Woo! Smith & Wesson, baby. Smith & Wesson. Let's see what is inside. It's taped up very well. All right. Let's see here. Y'all can see. Let's see if I can get this open. All right. I'll have to cut the tape on the sides too here. Let's see. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, all right, got it open, everybody. I want y'all to watch me too. I marked out the addresses and everything. All right, so we're gonna open up. Make sure I'm considering you get to see what it is when I open it up. Okay, we got stickers. Oh, we got stickers. I'll make sure nothing goes away. Got stickers and a card. I'll read those in just a second. I want to see what is in here. We got paper, and I got something. Oh, you know what we got, guys? We got some of her freshly grown and dried. Ooh, I smell it. Garlic. Look at that. That is Sandy's own dried garlic. Oh, man. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Thank you, Sandy, so much. Beautiful. Let's see what we've got. Make sure there's not another note in here. I love the case it's in, because I'm definitely going to be using this case for sure. And we got I got a Suburban Homesteader WY sticker we'll be placing on things. Suburban Homesteader WY, that's from Sandy. And we also got her card, and it has, let's see if y'all can read that. There we go. Focus. That's her Facebook Patreon, email. Y'all go check out Sandy at Homesteader, Suburban Homesteader WY. And this is the front of the card. Y'all can see that. P.O. Box 361, Gillette, Wyoming 82717. Send Sandy something. There's her email channel name. There we go. And it says, living a self-sustaining life in Wyoming. So thank you so much, Sandy. I appreciate that. We cook with garlic a lot here, so we're going to enjoy that. And my mom there, Carol Hutchinson, my mom says, what are we going to cook with that? Well, Starla makes some awesome Italian, so maybe a lasagna, or there'll be something good with them, I'm sure. So, okay, let's see how else let's go ahead and do the $10 Amazon card giveaway. I don't want to lose too many people in here. We are 1 hour into it, so we got just a little bit more to talk about. Let's go ahead and do a $10 Amazon card giveaway. And Lauren, you're still in here, so help me, moderator, determine who wins this, because I usually jump the gun and lose. This is going to be an easy one. If you've sat through any at all of this live tonight, you'll know the answer. And even if you didn't, you still have a 1 in 50 chance of winning. You still have a 1 in 50 chance of winning. Okay. So the question for a $10 Amazon gift card tonight is, what state are the Macs from? What state are the Macs from? Please, for $10 Amazon card, let me know in the comments. Let's see. Lauren, help me determine the winner here. Whichever one pops up first. Not Texas, not bees. What state are the Macs from? Not Texas. Come on, everybody. Let's see here. I want to see a winner. I want to see a winner of a $10 Amazon card. We have Amazon cards for everybody. Okay, hold on. We have, I see a Mississippi in there. I see a couple Mississippis. All right. Well, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, Lauren won the gift card. I think Lauren was first. I saw Hat Creek in there. Hat Creek just won one recently, Amazon gift card. But I don't think Lauren's won a gift card. She's won a lot of T-shirts. I know that for sure. She may have won a gift card a long time ago. But Lauren, Stidham Family Gospel. That's right, Mississippi, not Louisiana, not Alabama, not Tennessee. So close. So Lauren, I know you're the moderator, but was yours the first, or somebody else tell me was Lauren's the first? And Stidham Family Gospel, it is South Mississippi. So that's even more correct. That is true. So let me know if Lauren was the first, and on your chat window, I want to make sure that I got that right. Enriched Refuge, good to see you for sure. I love seeing so many of my awesome friends in here. Gidget's Triple G Life says, yeah, she shows first. Okay, thank you, Gidget. I appreciate that. And everybody had a chance to win. I'm sorry, Hat Creek. I know you just won recently. And we give away so many gift cards and T-shirts and honey. And of course, I don't have any honey to give away this year. I'm honey poor right now. So the honey I'm eating on is the honey my friends have been sending me off YouTube. Baddest Bees and Ryan Earl's Bees and Chad L. And all you guys have been taking care of me with honey, so I appreciate that. Hat Creek saying she was first after you. Okay. And then you said you already, okay, that's fine. You're welcome, Lauren. I'll be giving you a $10 Amazon card. And you are also our featured channel of the week, Lauren, because you're such an awesome lady. And I love that video on how to process a rabbit. Now, Commander Bacon and Shelly from His Way Homestead are also doing one. Y'all gotta make sure you check out His Way Homestead's a video on processing a rabbit. There's so many different ways to process a rabbit. It's pretty cool. Branson McMillian, good to see you. Good to see you. Is it McMillian or McMillan? McMillian's how I see it there. That looks a pretty cool name. But good to see you. Money Pit Homestead. Hey. I saw you in earlier. I didn't get a chance to say hello. Hello, Money Pit Homestead. So Commander Bacon's not in here tonight, but I did wear this shirt for him. Commander Bacon from His Way Homestead. This is my Come to the Dark Side, We Have Bacon t-shirt. So, and go check him out. That's His Way Homestead. And Rich Refuge says my live was behind a minute or so. Oh yeah. Let's see. Style Family says His Way is a good channel, very good channel. I really like watching Doug Cave, and he has been helpful to me in our new endeavors here on the Ridge, which you'll be seeing videos for very, very soon. Y'all saw a rabbit hutch being built, right? You're going to see some things. Yep. Thank you, Gidget. Yeah, I like the shirt. It was a gift. It was a gift. JEUFM says I probably could not have spelled Mississippi. However it's spelled, right if I tried. Yeah, it was it. How did it go as a kid? MISSISSIPPI. Hey, look at that. And actually, it was MI, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. Wow, look at that. That's how you say it as a kid. Branson asks, you getting ready for trapping season? Absolutely. Well, we are. I don't really trap for fur here. I do predator control trapping, and in Tennessee, I can predator control trap year round. Now, I've got live traps near the barn, and if you watched our videos, you know that, Branson. That's why you're probably asking. But live traps near the barn, and then dog-proof traps, and then spring traps as I get further out for the coyotes and fox and bobcat. So we're trapping year round. I don't put too much emphasis on it. I do check the traps. I don't bait them as much as I should, and keep them, maintained. But yeah, this when in the fall, whenever the predators really start getting at it in the fall, yeah, I'll be doing a bunch more. You'll see more videos too. I just got a raccoon the other day. We lost a couple chickens. Raccoon dug up through the bottom of the chicken coop when we were introducing new chickens. I thought it was the way I introduced the chickens, but it wasn't. The raccoon got in there, and I caught that raccoon. I didn't get a video of it. I caught it in a dog-proof trap and dispatched it. Got tons of raccoon tails tanning in the garage right now. But we didn't eat that one. We didn't eat that raccoon, but we did catch it. So the chicken killer is gone. At least that one is. I'll be having some trail cam videos coming out very, very soon. Hopefully this week or next week. I'm behind on my trail cam videos. You're going to see June, July, and August like all in a row probably. Raccoons are very destructive. That's right. Let me see what else I got going on here on the itinerary. I was getting late, and people probably need to get their evenings going. Simply Southern Roots. Hey y'all, what's up? Let's see here. So the Watch and Grow Live, I mentioned, is a Tuesday night live at 7 p.m., same time as here, where we use StreamYard, and we play your videos. Whoever's in the live chat, going into it, I start queuing up your videos, and then the live goes live, and I play your videos, we talk about them, and as those videos play out, as new people come in, I play them. I try not to play the same people's videos every time, so I'll be jumping around. Just because you came in first doesn't mean if your video got played yesterday or last week, I probably won't play yours first again. But we'll see how many people get in there. But yeah, that's the Watch and Grow Live, where I try to help your channels grow by watching your videos on my channel. And let's see here. The log home build is going amazing. The Max, Kobe mentioned the log home build, and the rafters. You saw the videos of that just came out this week, and you're really going to enjoy the next couple of videos that come out over the next couple of weeks. They're going to be some amazing progress on the log home build. Rabbits. We talked about His Way Homestead, hooking us up and getting us started with rabbits. So you'll see rabbit hutches and rabbit feeders and waters and of course, new rabbits. Watching us learn how to be rabbit farmers. Yeah, I guess you call them rabbit farmers, right? Deer season prep. Today is Thursday. Well, guess what? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is here in Tennessee. We have a velvet hunt opening up Friday. Now, the storm's coming through Friday, so I won't get to hunt. I'll be at work, and then when I get home, it'll be almost dark. But Saturday and Sunday, I should be able to get out and hopefully shoot my first deer in velvet. That just started here in Tennessee, I believe, last year, and I didn't get one. It was not, you could not hunt with modern firearm. But now with CWD, they're wanting us to harvest more deer, bucks, and so I get to hunt modern firearm in August. Is that crazy? Just for a weekend, but I get out with a modern firearm. I can reach out and touch a buck, with a 30-06. We'll see how that goes. So wish me luck. this weekend, hopefully I get a good video. Let's see here. Of course, the new itinerary, is the lessons from the Ridge on Sunday. That's our Bible study. Mondays right now is product reviews. Tuesdays, we have the Watch and Grow lives, but I'm still doing some of the attraction visits on our RidgeLife Freedom Tour. So there's a few of those. And of course, Wednesday and Saturday varies from RidgeLife events. But Thursday is the live. And right now we're doing the RidgeLife Freedom Tour live promos for tomorrow's video, which on Fridays we premiere videos. Not we do use a premiere, but we show the RidgeLife Freedom Tour channel visits. So that's what we've got going on the Ridge right now for our YouTube channel. And we'll change it as things progress, as things grow. Just having a blast. Like I said, we're at 350 uploads, and we are working on 2,900 subscribers on RidgeLife. So I appreciate every single one of you. I know more lives are coming on right now, so go check out all the good friends and family here on YouTube. Go check them out in the live. I'm gonna go eat me some dinner. I got home from work, rushed right to the computer, got things set up, changed clothes, cleaned up a little bit. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. So I appreciate the Max for coming on and had a great time. Appreciate every single one of you for joining us tonight on live from the Ridge, 7 p.m. here at RidgeLife. And thanks for Kevin from Lazy Pond Farm for the super chat. Thank you, buddy. We'll be shouting you out next week. Appreciate you, Stidham Family Gospel. Thank you very much for that. Thank you, Lauren. I'll be getting you that $10 Amazon card very soon. I know how to contact you. That's for sure. Bye. So Morgan, there's my son. Sorry, buddy. We're just getting ready to head out. Morgan Roberts, that's my big boy right there. I appreciate you, buddy. Love you. So until next time, I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, a blessed evening, and get my finger up there. And so until then, everybody have a good evening and go RidgeLife.